Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lukenessmonster, and today we're going to be reviewing the Star Wars Black Series Phase 2 Clone Trooper and Battle Droid 2-pack. This is an army builder that is exclusive to Hasbro Pulse, and I gotta say, this has got to be one of the weirdest Black Series packages I've ever seen, but I'm kind of digging it. It does have some mural artwork on the side that does lead onto the back, and it is the exact same images on the back here. Of course, standard Black Series logo on several points of the box, and it does have that yellow Clonewars stripe that goes all the way around the box. Other than that, there's not a whole lot else going on. Now, when we do get this box open, you can see it is plastic-free packaging, and so all the stuff on the inside does have like the wrap and paper and the accessories and the little wax baggies. But it's quite interesting, and it's definitely new for the Black Series. Here are the two figures out of the box, and I gotta say, for the most part, these are exact re-releases of figures we already have in the line, but with some slight paint variation. For example, I thought that the Phase 2 was exactly the same, but there is some different paint apps on this figure compared to the single release, and of course there are major paint app differences on the Battle Droid compared to the single release that we have seen previously in the line. But for what this set is, it's going to be a great way for you to be able to army build your clone troopers and your battle droids here in the line, which I think is great. So let's go ahead, take them off the spinny stand, and take a close look at all the details that these figures have to offer. First up, we're actually going to be comparing the 2-pack release here on the left to the single release on the right, and for the most part, these are very, very similar figures, exact same mold, exact same accessories. They both come with the standard clone blaster as well as the standard clone rifle here. But there is a few differences, and that comes down to paint apps. The first major paint apps difference is on the chest of the figure. As you can see, the new 2-pack version has the little black line on the chest, while the old one does not. It is left unpainted. All of the other 2023 clone body figures that we've seen have had that black line painted on, so only the standard Phase 2 release is the only one that hasn't, and so I think this is a big upgrade. If you are looking to get a Phase 2 clone and you don't have the single release, go for this 2-pack version because it does have that black line. And if we pop off the helmet, as you can see, the 2-pack version is on the left, and it does not have that really crappy 5 o'clock shadow. On the right, it does, and it just does not look good at all. I think the skin tones are a little bit different, but I do think the newer version looks so much better because it doesn't have the really, really crappy 5 o'clock shadow. And then the only other paint difference on the figure is the 2-pack version has gray on the ear of the helmet, while the older single release has the black. But besides that, they're exactly the same, and I gotta say, I do like both of these figures, so if you're trying to army build clone troopers, either one is a great way to do it, but I do like the clone and droid 2-pack. But the battle droid here does have a ton of paint app differences, and by ton of differences, I mean it has very little paint apps at all. It does have 2 little black dots for the eyes, and then it has a few little silver details here and there, but for the most part, this thing is just straight plastic, very little paint at all. Even the blaster has no paint, but you can definitely tell all of the nice like weathering and scuffing details that go all the way around the older battle droid. There is literally none of on the new one. This is a straight off the conveyor belt, like shiny battle droid, I guess you could say. So I understand where they're going for, as they want this clean, unbattle damaged look, but I think it just looks more cheap than it does new, and I'm not necessarily a big fan of it. I wish they would have weathered it just like the older version there. But nonetheless, it is still a great way to army build battle droids, so if you are looking to army build them, this is a great way to do it. Anyway, jumping into comparisons, here we do have the Geonosian battle droid on the left, and then we just have the standard Phantom Menace battle droid on the right. As you can see, they all three go great together, weathering or not. I think this battle droid is going to look great on your shelf with the rest of your battle droids, so pretty happy about that. Like I said, it's a great way to army build. And then continuing for the comparisons, we do have the Super Battle Droid on the left and the Magna Guard on the right. I think all three of these guys look pretty dang good together as well. I cannot wait to get the Droideka up here next to these figures as well, and maybe even a Commando Droid at one point or another, but right now, these three are looking great. And then for clone troopers, just for grins and giggles, we do have the other 2 Phase 2 clones that are on that 2023 body, with the Kenobi 501st on the left and the 332nd on the right. All three are looking great together, and it just shows how good that 2023 clone body really is. And then here are all three of the plain white Phase 2 clones that we have, with the single release on the left and the original 4-pack release on the right. You can see how much improvement that the two newer versions are compared to that original version on the far right. It is leaps and bounds better in my opinion. So overall, I think that this is a great Black Series set. I think for what it is, it's supposed to be an army builder set to where you can build your clone armies and your battle droid armies. I think for the price, which was $45, it is, what, $22.50 a figure, and so it's a great way to army build these clone troopers and droids. Now, the droids don't have as much paint and battle damage, which is a little unfortunate, but I think it gets the job done, and either way, they're going to look great army builds on your shelf. So overall, I do give it a 5 out of 5, and I highly recommend this set to anybody who's trying to army build their clones and battle droids. If you did enjoy, make sure to get down, hit the like button, and subscribe. Check out some of my other reviews up on the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.